Ever pondered why your body reacts the way it does when you're sick? Welcome to the fascinating world of pathophysiology. Pathophysiology, a term seemingly as convoluted as the processes it explores, might sound intimidating at first, yet it's simply the study of how disease processes affect the body's normal functioning. It's the detective work behind the scenes of every diagnosis, every treatment plan, and every medical breakthrough. Imagine your body as an intricately woven tapestry of biological processes, all humming along in harmony. Then a disease strikes, like a discordant note in a symphony, disrupting this harmony. Pathophysiology steps in, analysing the altered notes, figuring out why they're off-key, and how they impact the overall composition. It navigates the labyrinth of the human body, tracing the ripple effects of disease from cellular level to the whole organism. Why does this matter? Well, it's crucial in understanding not just the what of diseases, but the why and how. It peels back the layers of complexity, revealing the root causes of diseases, their progression, and their impact on various body systems. This knowledge, in turn, guides medical professionals in formulating effective treatment strategies. Picture this scenario. A patient walks into a clinic with a persistent cough. A straightforward diagnosis might label it as a common cold. But a pathophysiologic approach delves deeper. It questions, why is the cough persistent? What processes are at play here? Could it be an allergy, an infection, or something more severe like lung cancer? This approach can lead to early detection of serious conditions, improving patient outcomes. The beauty of pathophysiology lies in its potential to unveil the mysteries of diseases, to challenge what we think we know, and to continually push the boundaries of medical science. It equips us with the tools to understand the body's response to diseases and to predict, prevent, or manage them better. So pathophysiology, in essence, is the bridge between what we know and what we don't about diseases. It's the lens that brings the blurry image of disease processes into sharp focus, enabling us to see the bigger picture and the minutest details. And that, in turn, helps us turn the tide in the battle against diseases. So, pathophysiology, in essence, is the bridge between what we know and what we don't about diseases. To unravel the mystery of diseases, we first need to understand their building blocks. Now, what are these building blocks? They are nothing but the fundamental concepts of pathology and physiology. Let's take a step back and examine these concepts. Pathology, in its simplest form, is the study of disease. It's an exploration into the why and how of illness. Why does a disease occur, and how does it affect our bodies? It's like a detective story where the disease is the culprit and the pathologist is the detective trying to piece together the clues. On the other hand, physiology is the study of how the body and its various systems function in a state of health. It's about understanding the normal so we can recognize the abnormal. Think of it as a well-oiled machine where each part plays a vital role. When all the parts are functioning correctly, the machine runs smoothly, but even a minor glitch can cause the machine to malfunction. Now imagine these two distinct disciplines interplaying like two sides of a coin. This interplay forms the basis of pathophysiology. Pathophysiology marries the concepts of pathology and physiology to delve into the mechanisms of diseases. It's about finding the link between the normal and the abnormal, between health and disease. Consider a seesaw, with pathology on one end and physiology on the other. When the body is in a state of health, the seesaw is balanced, indicating harmony between the two. But when a disease strikes, the seesaw tips towards pathology, signaling a disruption of this balance. Pathophysiology seeks to understand this disruption. It's like a bridge that connects the world of the healthy and the world of the sick. It helps us comprehend how diseases alter the normal functioning of the body and paves the way for effective treatment strategies. In essence, pathophysiology is an intricate dance between the normal and the abnormal, a dance choreographed by the principles of pathology and physiology. It provides us with invaluable insights into the complexities of diseases and their impact on the human body. Pathology and physiology, two sides of the same coin, come together to offer us pathophysiology. Ever wondered how a simple sneeze can escalate into a full-blown flu? Let's delve into it. The journey of a disease is like a captivating story with a beginning, middle, and end. And our understanding of this narrative is illuminated by pathophysiology, the study of how diseases alter normal physiological processes. Let's start at the beginning, the initiation phase. This is where the game changes, where a normal cell or a healthy body function starts to deviate due to a trigger. It could be a virus invading a cell, an allergen causing an immune response, or a genetic mutation leading to abnormal cell growth. Pathophysiology helps us identify these triggers and understand how they disrupt the body's normal functioning. Moving on to the progression phase, the disease starts to gain momentum. The initial changes evolve, spread, and intensify, leading to the emergence of symptoms. For instance, in the case of influenza, the virus multiplies, spreads to other cells, and triggers inflammation in the respiratory tract. This inflammation manifests as the symptoms we're all too familiar with: coughing, a sore throat, and a runny nose. Pathophysiology allows us to connect these dots, linking the underlying processes to the symptoms we observe. Finally, we reach the resolution phase. Here, the body either recovers, adapting to or overcoming the disease, or the disease progresses to a chronic state, or worst-case scenario, leads to death. For example, in the resolution phase of influenza, the immune system may eventually overpower the virus, leading to recovery. Alternatively, in severe cases, the disease may progress, leading to complications like pneumonia. Pathophysiology helps us understand these possible outcomes and the factors that influence them. In essence, pathophysiology is like a detective, unraveling the mystery of a disease from its inception to its resolution. It helps us comprehend the why and how behind the signs and symptoms we see, enabling us to predict the course of the disease and strategize its management. Thus, pathophysiology aids us in mapping the journey of a disease from a mere symptom to a complete clinical picture. Now let's observe pathophysiology in action by taking a common disease example. Imagine a world where sugar isn't just a sweet addition to your morning coffee. For many people, this is their reality, living with a condition known as diabetes. To understand how pathophysiology plays a pivotal role, let's dive into diabetes. Diabetes is a chronic disease that affects how your body turns food into energy. The pancreas, an organ tucked behind your stomach, releases insulin to help your body store and use the sugar from the food you eat. But for people with diabetes, this system doesn't work as it should. In type 1 diabetes, the immune system attacks and destroys insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. In type 2, the body either doesn't produce enough insulin or it can't use insulin properly. This is where pathophysiology comes into play, helping us understand these crucial differences. By studying the pathophysiology of diabetes, we can identify the root cause of the disease, which aids in diagnosis. It's like being a detective piecing together clues to solve a mystery. Once we understand the underlying cause, we can create a treatment plan that targets the problem at its source. For example, in type 1 diabetes, since the body can't produce insulin, the treatment involves providing the body with the insulin it lacks. On the other hand, for type 2 diabetes, the treatment often involves lifestyle changes like diet and exercise, alongside medication to improve the body's use of insulin. Moreover, understanding the pathophysiology of diabetes also helps in disease management. It allows us to predict possible complications and devise strategies to prevent them. For instance, consistently high blood sugar can lead to heart disease, kidney damage, and vision loss. By understanding these potential outcomes, we can take necessary steps to mitigate these risks. As we see, pathophysiology is a key player in the game of disease management. It's not just about treating symptoms, it's about understanding the why behind the disease, paving the way for more effective and personalized healthcare. So, next time you hear the word pathophysiology, remember, it's the detective in the realm of medicine, always on the hunt for answers. The realm of pathophysiology is ever expanding. What might the future hold? Consider this. We're moving towards an era where pathophysiology could offer personalized medicine. Imagine treatments tailored to your unique genetic profile, reducing trial and error prescribing and minimizing harmful side effects. Next, let's talk about disease prediction. With advancements in pathophysiology, we can potentially predict the onset of diseases before symptoms even appear. The possibility of a future where we can preemptively act against diseases is not just a dream, but a soon-to-be reality. And what about disease prevention? Studying the pathophysiology of diseases could lead to the development of preventive measures, changing the focus from cure to prevention. This evolution in pathophysiology will not only change our understanding of diseases, but will also redefine our approach to healthcare. The future of pathophysiology holds exciting possibilities, promising to revolutionize our understanding of diseases. That, my friends, was a quick journey through the intriguing world of pathophysiology. We dove headfirst into its building blocks, unraveling the complex processes that occur when the normal function of the body is disrupted by disease. We explored the journey of a disease from its inception to its culmination, and how pathophysiology helps us understand this journey in detail. We then got to see pathophysiology in action, applying our understanding to make sense of how diseases manifest and progress. We even looked ahead to the future, discussing the exciting developments that are on the horizon in this dynamic field. The importance of pathophysiology in medical science cannot be overstated. It is the key that unlocks our understanding of diseases, enabling us to develop effective treatments and ultimately save lives. Pathophysiology, a fascinating field, will continue to guide us in our battle against diseases. Subscribe for more because you won't find me later.